This show is dedicated to the crime scene investigator who knocks on one more door, misses one more hot meal, looks at the scene photographs one more time, makes one more phone call, makes one last try, and solves one more case. My name is Robert Rush. Today, you're going to learn about enhanced fingerprint recovery and how to do casting of impressions.
So when we're talking about casting a shoe impression, the basic tools that we're going to be using to do this are, depending on the soil condition, if it's very dry, you want to use a very high lacquer content hairspray. What that does is harden the ground, so when we pour the dental stone over it, it won't distort any of the detail in the shoe impression. We have our pre-measured water. The material we're going to use is called dental stone. So this will harden very hard and make a representation of the shoe print. And of course our measuring cup. All these things put together, we can get this shoe impression taken care of. What you do is shake this around, work out any of the lumps, get it well mixed, so you're not going to have any lumps when you pour out into your mold. So you start in one corner. It generally takes about 20 to 30 minutes to harden enough to release the frame, and then you have your shoe impression casting. So here we have a three-dimensional representation of our shoe impression. You can see some slight detail in it, but before we actually do the shoe impression, we do our proper photography. An examiner will make his determination off the photograph, which would have more detail in it. But this gives us a three-dimensional picture of our shoe impression. Another way of processing evidence to obtain latent print evidence is the use of superglue fuming, or cyanoacrylate ester. This is our superglue chamber. What we do is we place our items of evidence. The items of evidence that we'll be processing in this chamber will be a non-porous items that can have slight texture to it. It works great in here. How this works is we apply about a quarter size amount of superglue or cyanoacrylate into our metal tray here. It's then placed on a hot plate. It'll warm up the superglue, producing fumes. The fumes are attracted to moisture in the fingerprints. What it does is it'll build a crust, a white crust on the fingerprint evidence, thus polymerizing it, and then you can either view it with the naked eye. You can apply powder to that evidence and lift it just like you would do with normal powdering. And also we can use a dye stain to visualize it. So at this point we'll be placing our evidence in the superglue chamber on the shelf. What we need to do now is secure the evidence in the chamber, creating an airtight seal around it. And at this point, we'll go to our control panel to activate the sequence. What will happen is it has a humidifier inside, so it'll get the humidity up inside the chamber to 80 degrees for optimal performance. And then the next sequence, it will start the heating of the superglue. There are several fans in here to circulate the fumes around the chamber. And in approximately 20 minutes, it will purge through the filtering system all of the fumes out, so it will be safely able to enter the chamber and retrieve our evidence.
man. So we'll get down here a little bit further. We'll find a spot to look for worms.
I don't know about the worms,
Yeah, I know. You keep talking about spiders and worrying about spiders. Don't worry about it.
man. Hold on, man. That's a body, man. That's a body.
Come on, we got to check this out. It's oh my.
Hey, man.
Hey, Rob.
All right, what you got?
All right, well, I'll tell you, we had two bystanders notice a body on the water. Dustin arrived here before I did. I just got here. A lot of alligator activity in this area, so Dustin, with the help of that bystander, went ahead and retrieved her from the lake, got her on shore.
Okay.
We're going to transport her up to our body bag here, so I can start my external.
All right, you haven't even looked at the body yet.
No, just got here, so I'll get you a preliminary on the external just as soon as I can.
Okay. No, I will be careful. It's snakes, alligators.
Yeah.
There's a lot out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Good. Thank you.
All right, Zori, let's get this external. I'm gonna roll over. You take the photographs for me, and we'll get this done for the investigator. And down back of the leg. Right. This doesn't look good here. A small 22 size indentation or hole I feel right here on the left side of her head. And this may change everything. I feel a small hole in the side of her head right here. We need to let the investigator know about this. This bumps up the game.
Well, good morning again, you guys.
Morning. Morning.
And you both saw the body floating out there.
We did. We was walking, me and Bo was walking, we was getting ready to go dig for some worms, and next thing you know, we looked out and the body was just there floating.
How long have you guys been out here? About
A couple hours. Yeah, a couple hours.
Okay. Did you see anything else?
I didn't really see anything else. I saw, other than spiders and crazy stuff out here, but no, I didn't really see anybody other than the body.
And do you have any weapons?
I don't, but Bo has a 22 rifle that.
Look, I'm gonna have to take a look at it, if you don't mind.
Okay. Do I need
I just need to
to
look.
talk to my attorney about this?
You know, I'm not asking you any questions. I just
Here,
want
I'll
to
just
take a
show
look
you.
at it.
It's not loaded. I'll just show you.
Okay.
There you go.
When's the last time you fired it?
It's about, I don't know, three weeks ago, something like that.
3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
3 weeks ago? This smells fresh. Okay?
Let's see. Maybe it was this
Look, we
morning.
got-
Early this morning. I was squirrel hunting.
we gotta-
Yeah, early this morning. I was squirrel hunting. Okay. It wasn't recently, like
We-
20 minutes ago, but this morning.
You know, we've got a dead body. Okay? This is serious.
Uh,
I would like to take a custody of the gun and process
That's
it.
my I got that as a gift from one of my family members. Listen,
I will take good care of it.
okay.
Look, you do the cleaning up there sometime at CSI.
That's right.
They'll process it there, and then when they're done, they'll give it back. But we got to rule you out as a suspect right now.
I'm getting.
Got it?
Yeah,
Got
I'm gonna
it?
call my attorney, Huntley Johnson. I
Got-
think there's something. You got okay. You
You
take
got
the
it?
gun. You can have it.
The field of ballistics involves the study of bullets. Most modern guns are manufactured with specific characteristics known as rifling, which refers to the grooves in the barrel of the gun that cause a bullet to spin. This improves accuracy. That spin of the bullet creates impressions onto the fired bullet itself. Each gun barrel is unique and creates a unique pattern on that bullet when fired. To determine if a bullet was fired from a specific firearm, the bullet in question is compared under a microscope with a bullet known to be fired from that specific gun. That is how you match a bullet found in a body or at a crime scene with a particular firearm. All right. Good morning, Dr. Hamilton. Good to see you again.
Good morning, Mr. Rush. The pleasure is mutual.
Well, I'm just wondering, did we find a .22 bullet in her skull?
No, we found no bullet at all in the skull.
No bullet.
No bullet.
Okay, then what'd she die of?
Well, she had a ruptured berry aneurysm, a small outpouching of vessels at the base of the brain. When they rupture, you can die suddenly, or if they're very small and they leak, sometimes neurosurgeons can repair the damage and you can survive. In this case, it was a large aneurysm. It ruptured and formed a layer of blood over the entire brain. Death would have come quickly.
Well, unusual for a young person, huh?
Well, not really, because 1 or 2% of people in this country will have a berry aneurysm or another malformation they call the arteriovenous malformation in their brains. And of those people with these vascular malformations, perhaps 1 or 2% will rupture at some time during their life. As I said, they don't always die, but death is certainly a very real possibility.
All right, then what caused the hole in the side of the head?
Well, I have something about want to take back with you to the academy. It's an alligator tooth.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, I'll bring it to Derek. He's going to be surprised. As usual, thank you so much.
You're quite welcome, Mr. Rush.
Okay.
There he is.
Hey man, how are you?
Good, good. So what's the word from the MD's office on this?
Well, I was a little surprised. Stopped by there. Our Lady of the Lake was not shot. No .22 bullet in the head. In fact, no exit wound, no bullet at all.
So from the external, when I found that hole on the left side of her head.
There was a hole there, but
Yeah.
that isn't what she died from. It was a transitory ischemia, I think is what he called it, which is an aneurysm.
Aneurysm on a
Natural-
young girl like that.
Natural cause, okay? But he thinks the hole, you gave him a little surprise here, came from an alligator.
Alligator.
There's a tooth, it was found in the skull.
I can see that. I can see that. And, you know, alligators are, you know, they're curious.
Yeah, well, that's the size of a .22.
It sure is.
Look at it, okay? And so your call was dead on, just, it was the alligator, had nothing to do with it.
Gosh. So we will go from a death investigation to a homicide back into a death investigation.
Yeah, we did.
So next step, I gather, is a photo lineup.
If we can get the gators to cooperate. Yeah,
Yeah.
very good, thank you.
All right. Come in. Well, come on in. I've been expecting you, Bo.
So I can get my gun now?
Yeah, investigation is still going on, but we've cleared the weapon. So let me grab your paperwork here. Okay, this is you here. Just need you to sign for it, and we can release it to you.
And that's it? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Easy enough.
All right. File that. Yeah. Here you go. Just as good as how you gave it to us.
All right, sir. Thank you. Can I use these?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
need
take
that
that tag
on
off.
there. Y'all can keep all that.
I'll put it with my paperwork.
Cause got some squirrels with a name on it.
There you go.
All right. Thanks,
All
man.
right.
Appreciate it.
You're
We'll
good.
talk to you later.
All right.
There are more than 1 million alligators in Florida. That's approximately 1 alligator for every 20 human beings living here. Alligators are wild animals. They can grow up to 12 feet long, they can run short distances as fast as a horse, and they will attack you. An alligator in the pond right behind me bit off my right arm. Be careful.
This show is dedicated to the crime scene investigator who knocks on one more door, misses one more hot meal, looks at the scene photographs one more time, makes one more phone call, makes one last try, and solves one more case. My name is Robert Rush. Thank you. The CSI Academy of Florida is a 28,000 square foot facility dedicated to training crime scene investigators. You will learn how to approach and diagram a crime scene. You'll learn crime scene photography, death investigation, fingerprints and fingerprint reading, blood spatter, alternate light sources. If you're interested in an exciting new field, learning something new, contact the CSI Academy of Florida. Start today.